Welcome to How Now, the podcast where we talk about how to live in the now. And here's your host, Kim Martin Raymond.
Peace and blessings, love and light, and welcome to this special edition of the How Now podcast where we talk about how to live in the now. I'm your host, Kim Martin Raymond. I'm a minister, I'm a spiritual life coach, an author, and founder of Redefining You LLC, where I help my clients to realign themselves, mind, body, and spirit. And as I said, this is a special edition of How Now because we'll be going on a bit of a field trip. Today, I will be meeting with Mama Yeye, and she will be showing myself and some other sisters how to make African shay-ka-rays. So sit tight and enjoy the show. Before we get started on our journey to creating our shay-ka-rays, I wanted to take a moment to speak to our hosts for this event. These lovely young ladies have created a sister circle. And before we get started on our journey to our shay-ka-rays, we want to talk a little bit about a sister circle and kind of, their decision to create one, the things that they have done and the things that they hope to continue to do as, their sister circle, continues. So as is customary with the How Now podcast, I'm going to ask my guests to introduce themselves at this time.
Hello, everybody. My name is Star Pettis. I am a co-creator of our sister group. I think I am someone that is just being used by God, a servant of God, a healer, a diviner, a student of Ephi.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Hello, everyone. My name is Daisha Thomas. I am a daughter, a mother, a sister. I am a woman who sought out sisterhood, and I felt that's my motivation. I am just surrendering to spirit, and I have been led to just step out and see the need and fill it. So I'm here as just a woman who understands what we need as a community, and I am delighted to be able to assist in providing that.
Wonderful. Well, I thank you both for your invitation to this beautiful, beautiful event that we will be taking part in. And the reason why I asked you to be here and to talk a little bit about sister circles is because it's important as women, especially as African American women, to be able to come together, to be able to build and to encourage and to inspire one another, on different levels, spiritually, emotionally, physically, just to be able to be there for one another. And sister circles have been around for some time, but I'm just curious as to, what was it that, made you both decide to start this sister circle?
It's just for me, this is Daisha, the need for sisterhood. I am a mother I have three beautiful sons. I'm here alone. I don't have immediate family close by. And a lot of times we interact with each other, we love on each other, but we don't go into those topics and situations that are deeply personal. Right. And during my healing journey, I realized that the superficial everyday interactions just wasn't enough. And more as I opened up and was doing a lot of personal healing, I realized I wasn't alone. A lot of us are lonely. A lot of us need just a shoulder. A lot of us want to trust each other and heal from this societal idea that we don't get along. So I feel like I felt and I connected really quickly and deeply with Star. So
Mhm.
it was only natural that we would go in this direction.
And I
That's
think
right.
that's, yeah. Go ahead, Star. Uh-huh.
I just wanted to piggyback on that. And also, I think it's just a divine assignment from our ancestors. It's specifically from my mother. And I can say, as far as Daisha's mother, too, both of them are in the spirit. So it's something that's being led, ancestrally led, to just help guide Black women, to encourage them, to connect them with themselves, to connect them deeper with God.
I,
So
yeah,
I
I
think
think
that's
that's beautiful.
a shame.
I was gonna say, I think that that's wonderful, because, what's so beautiful about what you both said is that you felt led spiritually, to be able to, not only say, well, we've connected and we're
Mm-hmm.
just going to be friends and it's us against the world. We all have a BFF, we all have a homegirl, we always have that ride or die, we all have that one person who we're connected with. And
That's right.
sometimes we don't have a willingness to share, to
Right.
share that person with someone else. you know
Mm.
we say,
Yes.
well, this is my friend and I want her time and her attention. And so
Right.
for you to be so selfless and
Mm-hmm.
saying that this is something that is ordained by God, this is something
Mm-hmm.
that we want to do and to bring others into this circle, into this space, and to share that is something that is so beautiful to me. And
Yeah.
and that captures what sister circles are all about. It's all
Yes.
Right.
about coming together. That's what resonates when I listen to you talk about what what your thought processes were behind
Mm-hmm.
starting this. And so, with that, I want to ask, you decided to create these shay-ka-rays, or to have this workshop for these shay-ka-rays. How did that come about?
Well, we both met Mama Yeye a few years ago
Mm-hmm.
in a program that we were both in at the time. And her energy, her spark, her spirit is just intoxicating. So we also, in our mission to support women,
Mm-hmm.
we know that as Black women, as Indigenous women, we have a lot of magic that goes beyond the sensationalism of Black girl magic, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
real. So we understand and we're introduced to the shay-ka-ray as a tool, a
Mm-hmm.
spiritual tool and an instrument. And I was very intrigued by that. So in connecting women to themselves, to God, and to their ancestors, we knew that we needed an esteemed elder who
Yes.
can walk us through that experience and who can really connect that point
Mm-hmm.
as to the importance of it. So we chose Sekere because we knew it was going to be lit because of her energy. And we also knew that it was so much wisdom there and so much magic there that we needed that.
Shay.
Yes,
I agree.
yeah, I was going to say, I think that is phenomenal, because not only are you creating a circle, you're also bringing in women from different walks of life, from
Mm-hmm.
from different age groups, to be able to come in. And it's wonderful when you can say, you know, we need to step outside and we want to bring in an elder. We want to bring in someone who is going to be
Mm-hmm.
able to impart wisdom. We're not going to
Yeah.
just try to, Google everything. We're going to authentically search for people, to
Mm-hmm.
come into our space that are going to uplift, that are going to edify,
Absolutely.
that are going to educate, that are going to help to expand our knowledge and our growth. And,
Yes.
and that again is what sister circles are all about. Being
Yes,
able to bring in people who are going to help to broaden our base. And I think that that's such a beautiful, space that you both are creating and having this event to take place today. So I'm so excited that
Yes.
you invited me into this space. We had an opportunity to meet on a retreat some months ago, and it was wonderful and delightful to meet and to connect with you, and for you to have me to come in to this space so that we can continue in our journey to continued sisterhood. So I appreciate you both for
All right.
inviting me to this event.
Thank you. And we appreciate you taking time and sharing your wisdom and your light with us on Sunday. I mean, it was a beautiful experience,
Yeah.
and we appreciate that.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, guys. And I look forward to this event, and I look forward to other events to come. And like I said, hopefully once our shay-ka-rays are completed, we'll be able to come together again with Mama Yeye and learn to play our instruments. And so I'm all for that. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
Thank you again, ladies, so much. And we look forward to doing this again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Kim Martin Raymond again, host of the How Now podcast, where we talk about how to live in the now. And I am on site here with my special guest, and I'm going to have her introduce herself at this time.
Okay. My name is Apwetebi Yeye Olori Ifabemi Oshunponle Oriomi Olaoye. I live now here in Atlanta. I'm born and raised in Philadelphia, and I am the directress of Egbe Sekere of Atlanta.
All right, very nice. It's so wonderful to be here with you.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
And what we're doing is we're making shay-ka-rays today.
Oh,
So,
wait. I got it.
oh,
This is a miniature shay-ka-ray made by my first student in Philadelphia, Yeye Bumi, and but this is a shay-ka-ray. A shay-ka-ray is an African hand percussive instrument. It is made from a gourd strung with beads, which is a skirt. A gourd is found throughout the U.S., throughout the world, actually. The Asian culture, the Latin communities, everybody uses gourds at some point in time. But it's very popular in the South, right here in Georgia. And we have several gourd farms. So a gourd represents to me the feminine qualities, the way it's shaped. And when it's opened up, she speaks, she makes sounds, she makes you happy, she heals, she does a lot of things. So this is a shay-ka-ray.
and that's what we'll be making today.
Yes, this is what we'll be making today, but a larger scale size.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we're going to make larger. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to be a part of this. And the reason why I wanted to do this show was to talk about self-care, to talk about when we take time to do things that, are not typical. People think about, their downtime and what are some things, some activities, some things that they can do. And I think that it's so important that we definitely tap into our heritage, definitely tap into those things that are a part of our history and our culture.
In our culture, very much so. I was speaking to a young woman today, and I was saying a lot of times we want to embrace, as African people born in America, we always tend to embrace the color, the music, and the dance. But underneath that, to make that happen, is culture.
That's right.
And culture is the fabric of who we are.
That's right.
If that's coming from your parents, if it's coming from where you live, if it's coming from a language. All cultures have a language.
Right.
Like, it's so many languages. Like I found out that, we speak at least 160,000 languages
Wow.
in Africa alone. Why? Because of the influx of people coming from all over the world. So we are so creative. We created different dialects and ways of communication. Culture is more than just, hi, how are you? Thank you very much. Culture is how you live even when the doors are shut.
That's right.
how you behave.
That's right.
And we call that Iwa Pwele.
Iwa Pwele. I love that. You see, and that's the thing. I think it's also important that not only do we tap into our culture, that we spend time together as a collective. And that's another reason why I'm here. I was invited by my beautiful friend Deja Thomas, and she asked me to come and be a part of this. And I thought that it was just wonderful to just be able to come and to be in communion with other sisters, to sit and to create and to absorb things that we can not only learn for ourselves but take back to our children. I have a daughter, I have a granddaughter.
Come on now.
And I would shay-ka-ray to be able to take this shay-ka-ray.
Well, you've tapped into everything that I'm about to share with these women today. When I teach shay-ka-ray, I teach it for generations to come.
Yes.
We found that recently we did a type of survey and found that there were not a lot of shay-ka-ray players, but we call her our grandmother of shay-ka-ray. She transitioned not long ago. Iya Madeline Ayodele Nelson in New York. What a powerful woman. I want to continue that. So by continuing to teach shay-ka-ray classes, how to make shay-ka-ray classes, her name, our culture of shay-ka-ray won't die, because I'm passing it on to you now.
Yes.
And you're going to pass it on to your grandchildren, and they're going to pass it on so it doesn't die. There again, here's culture, ancestral, it never dies. In South Africa, Mama Madeline also went to South Africa. You say, well, what did she do? She played shay-ka-ray there? Yes, but then she embraced their culture and learned the imbira. They play the imbira to connect to their ancestors. Wow. Shay-ka-ray is meditative. What you're about to do is a meditative form. I've never been the type of person that can sit there in one spot and go, I'm just not that girl.
That's right.
But I find that when I place a gourd between my legs with some beautiful beads and string, I go into the zone, and my life just starts. We start my ori. This is another word from my culture. Ori. Your ori. You came to the world with this. Everything you need, all your blessings, all your challenges, all the answers. Everything you need is right here in your ori. No man, no woman, no child can bless you without the consult of your ori. So when you tap into your ori and you're sitting there and there's no distractions, there's no TV, you might have a little light music, you and your ori begin to have those divine and sacred conversations. So the first conversation you need to mend your world, because we say Ifa is here to mend our broken world. You can't help anybody else, sis, until you help yourself. So it goes back into self-care. So shay-ka-ray is done to start working on you. Breathing, it happens naturally. And now this is something, again, that we can pass on to other women, other men. I'm not excluding the men, but I'm thinking about my sisters right now.
That's right.
We're moving into a time where women are coming back into the rightful position. And we're taking different times to separate, not to discriminate, but to separate for our own self-worth, for our own self-confidence, our own self-love. Give us that. Let us have that. We've raised your babies. We cultivated the land. We've taught you how to do certain things. We're tired. We need this time for our own mental health, for our health in general, and to rebuild our culture, to rebuild our homes and our families, to get our children back and say, I'm here now. I'm sorry I was away for so long.
That's right. That's right.
But I'm back now.
That's right.
You have my attention.
Yes.
That's what this is all about. Self-care is about that.
And that is beautiful. And to me, I think about, I'm excited to create it, because when you put your hands on something, when I think of the creator, when I think of source, or whatever, by whatever name people receive that higher power, to be able to, he was our creator, she was our creator, that person was our creator. And as we create and we mold and we make something, it takes on our persona.
Yes,
it takes
does.
on who we are.
Yes, it does.
And when we take time to focus and to make something so beautiful, and to also be bound by music.
Ah, come on now.
Because not only
Is she
is
teaching
it
my workshop today? That's exactly right. You're on it.
That's it. Because it's music. Music is something that has always connected us.
Always.
We have always been storytellers.
Yes.
We have always been music makers. We have always danced and had other ways of self-expression.
Exactly. And that's what the Sekere does. So this instrument that these beautiful women are about to make is going to be with them for always. And it's going to be a part of them. Their time, their energy, their prayers. Everything is going into this, and it's a symbol to remember. I know at one time, a few years back, we were doing a lot of vision boards.
Yes.
I said, wow, that's awesome.
Yes.
I've done them. They're great. And they're still very practical. Still
Yes.
do that. But here's another vision board
Yeah.
that will also, when things get down and low, you can play it.
That's it.
Bring your spirits up. If you want to honor your ancestors and you want to sing, it's right here. It's with you. This is something that blessings that come from your own hand, and you can use it. You can play it at church.
Yeah.
You can play it at a parade. You can go to a concert and take your little shay-ka-ray. Yes, I love this instrument. I thank God, and I have to pay homage though to another great woman in my life, because I wouldn't have known Sekere without it. Her name is Yeye. She was my teacher. She is my teacher. She's very active in Philadelphia.
Okay.
But I bugged the heck out of her because I seen this instrument. Somebody was playing it, and at first she really didn't want to be bothering me. I was that kid. I was that girl. Like,
That's
oh,
right,
please.
that's
And then finally she consented and made a class, and I've been gone ever since. So it was part of my destiny to be a part of this, to bring it to you, so that you can bring it to others. I love that.
Oh my goodness. I love that. I love that. This is a
So,
blessing. This is a blessing.
blessing.
And so like I said, these are things that are important for us to do.
Yes.
You know, as we connect with ourselves, as we grow. I am on a spiritual journey. I am on a journey of wellness.
Sure.
There are so many things that I am seeking to do to ascend, to get to a certain level. And the only way that I can do that is by connecting with those things that are culturally and spiritually and emotionally a part of who I am. And that's what this is. And so I am excited.
Yes.
I am so glad that
Thank
you
you.
have taken time.
Oh no, thank you for inviting me.
To be here.
I've made another good friend.
Yes.
Another sister.
Yes. And so I am excited. I am
Sure.
going to come back a little later on and show you all the finished product.
Yes.
And I am so thrilled and so excited to be a part of this
it.
experience.
Yes.
You know, and that's important. You all experience life.
Yes.
This show is called How Now because it talks about how we're living in the now. What are you doing now?
Right now.
What are you doing right
Take
now?
a
What are
breath.
you doing in this space, in this time, in this season to grow and to expand and to get to a space where you can reach back and help others to grow?
Sure.
That's what this is all about.
Sure.
This is what this is all about. And so we'll be back with our
We're gonna be
finished
back.
product.
All right. Take care. Oda.
Bye for now. Mama Yeye's sessions are typically 4 hours long, and they start with getting all the supplies that we need to make our shay-ka-rays, our gourd, our beads, and our cords. These are all essential parts of making what we see here, which is the beautiful completed shay-ka-ray. It has a lovely opening, it's been cleaned, and it has beautiful adornments of beads in different colors. This one, of course, has white and gold. It's a beautiful instrument and a beautiful piece of art. Next, Mama Yeye and her assistant showed us how to sear the cords so that they had fine tips that would allow us to be able to easily bead our skirts that go around the gourds. It's necessary to know how to do that, as well as to cut the tops of our gourds off so that way our gourds have a voice. There's an opening, so they are sawed open. But it's also important to remember that you keep the tops of your gourd because not only is it an instrument, it is also a vessel.
in which to carry things. So it's important to keep that portion of your gourd as well. It's wonderful to learn how to do all of these things. And then finally, Mama Yeye showed us how to complete our gourd once we've beaded it. The beading is time consuming, and so she had to show us how to go about sealing it before it was complete. Again, it was a beautiful time in the sister circle to be able to come together and create something as a community of strong women. A beautiful, beautiful session.
And we are back.
Wow. What a
After
journey.
having a beautiful Sekere session,
Sure.
I want to show you what I've made so far. So here it is. Woo-woo! I have made the beginnings of my Sekere. We went around, we threaded it. Okay, we cut the top off. We learned how to put the beads on, and I will complete that. And it will come all the way down and be a complete Sekere. It make a sound all right. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
She's very much alive.
Very much excited about it. But this is what we made, and the ladies were able to create their own. We were able to pick the colors.
Yes.
They spoke about if you were able to find a cowrie shell, that it meant prosperity. So I've got my little cowrie shell on mine. And this was just a wonderful experience because not only did we make this Sekere, we shared stories.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
Mama Yeye shared her story with us. And so we walked away not only with a beautiful instrument, not only with something that we can, take and share with our children and our children's children, but we also have those wonderful stories of strength. So we were able to encourage and uplift and enlighten one another. And that's what this is all about as well. This is what our journeys to wellness are all about. And so, like I said, I thank you so much for showing us this. I loved it.
Continue the tradition.
Yes.
Continue the tradition. And,
Yes.
and if you too would like to join us in this journey,
Yes.
this sister circle was so beautiful. You may have a sister circle and you might want to do this. You can just contact me on Facebook, Instagram, but just call me at 404-759-0846. That's 404-759-0846. Text me and we'll come and see you. All right?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely, guys. And so, like I said, you too can have a legacy
Yeah.
that can be in your home, that can be passed on from generation to
Ashe.
generation. And so again, we thank you for this
Thank you,
gift.
Ma.
We
I'm
thank you
honored.
for this opportunity
Namaste. Thank
to
you.
share.
Thank
Okay,
you.
and she's giving you her number. Of course, it will be in the bottom of my advertisement for the show. So make sure that you look out for it. And that will do it for
That'll do it.
this episode of the How Now podcast, where we talk about how to live in the now. And until we see you the next time, I say peace.
Peace. Odabo.